Hi guys. So this is the tool that I made. I made what is called a Hyperdoc. There are lots of different um, forms of these, but essentially it's just a document or a slideshow or something that has embedded in it different hyperlinks for your students to follow and get additional resources from. The activity I have here is my problem-based learning lesson plan. So I have different scenarios here that the kids will get randomly assigned. Each group of kids gets one scenario that they have to make up a plan for food slash water, shelter, and rescue. Now, the topic of my unit is the Lord of the Flies. So I have here this example scenario. Your plane crashes on a deserted island. Your phones and other personal belongings were destroyed by the impact. The island is jungle surrounded by a ring of sandy beach. There is fresh running water, and the island seems to have an elusive population of wild pigs. There's a cluster of fruit trees near the beach that grow some familiar fruits you think are safe to eat. So I didn't include any hyperlinks in this one because this is the one we're meant to do as a class. Everyone does this one together. We come up with the plan together. This example is based on The Lord of the Flies. If you've read the book, there is a plane of schoolboys that crashes on a deserted island. And essentially, this is the scenario in which they are surviving. So down here, I have scenario 1. A massive blizzard covers the town in 20 feet of snow. The power is out and your cell phones are not working. There is a fireplace in the house, but other than a dozen small logs, your firewood is stacked an acre away and buried under the snowfall. The temperature in the house is falling and you're getting cold. You have a little food stocked up in preparation for the winter holidays, but the pipes in your house have frozen and you have no running water. So the links that I've included here are, so the one on Blizzard is kind of a list of the major blizzards in history. I tried to mostly just include some, pretty reliable sources. This one I think is a mental floss one, which is not as good, but this one is 12 tips for staying warm. I want to sort of provide a baseline for these when they are doing this project, because at the end of the planning session, they're going to start making a presentation, and I want to make the research a little easier on them so that they don't have to spend as much time independently researching and can spend more time working as a group to make a more creative presentation. So the second scenario, I won't go in as much detail with all of these, but the second scenario is the kids are trapped in a cave. The articles that I have given them here are a National Geographic article about caves and a list of cave exploring gear that people would typically have. Scenario 3 is kids run out of gas while off-roading in the desert. So I've included a list of facts on deserts and a list of dehydration symptoms. So it's an article on why hydration is important. Scenario 4 is you went looking for your dog in the forest and you get lost and you hurt your ankle. So I have a NASA article on deciduous forests and a Mayo Clinic article on sprained ankles. And so I want to eventually include more scenarios, but I think to start, these were quite sufficient. I will provide a link for you guys to look over these individually yourself if you would so care to. Thank you for your time.